An entire city is on lockdown after an active shooter killed 4 people and then went on the run. A Montana city is on lockdown after 4 people were killed inside a bar by an active shooter. Reportedly, there is a shelter-in-place order that is in effect for Anaconda. This was after a suspect opened fire inside a bar called Owl Bar, and this was on Friday, August 1st. The suspect has since been identified as Michael Paul Brown, pictured here. One person reportedly told news outlets that they had been nearby and that they saw the shooter walking around with a rifle. Law enforcement said that Michael is indeed armed and to be considered very dangerous. He was last seen wearing a tie-dye shirt, blue jeans, and an orange bandana. Police reportedly pulled over the driver of a white F-150 truck after chasing the vehicle, but he ended up not being inside that truck. It was also said that SWAT teams raided his property, but he was not inside or there. According to reports, his home is located directly adjacent to the bar where he opened fire. The local sheriff is urging locals and residents to stay inside their homes, lock their doors, and remain vigilant while the suspect is still on the run. He was reportedly last seen in the Stumptown area, which is said to be just west of Anaconda. The Montana Highway Patrol said he is thought to still be armed. It was said that 4 people were pronounced deceased at the scene of Owl Bar. According to reports, more than a dozen officers from both local and state agencies went to Stumptown, where it appeared they were looking for the suspect in the woods. I read that a woman who appears to be related to Michael posted online that mental health is real. She said, but it goes unmanaged and dismissed every single day, and that there are people who search for help and get turned away at every stop along the path. I'm assuming that is in reference to Michael, the suspect. She further told news outlets that there are people who cry for help and show definite warning signs of a crash out, but that all their town there does is talk and judge. Well, if that's true, that's extremely sad. A friend of Michael's also posted online that Michael was his friend and a combat veteran with PTSD and a delusional mentality of still being active special operations in the military. His friend said Michael would tell him outrageous stories that were straight out of movies or motion pictures. The friend then said that Mikey Brown needed help and that several people contacted local police and pleaded for them to do something, but to no avail. They wouldn't do anything, allegedly. He further said that Michael was always polite to everyone he was in contact with, and he was a gentle soul, but his mental health greatly declined. Other businesses in that area, the owners said they locked up their businesses after they found out about the active shooter. I'm assuming they're still locked down. It was further said this is a very small town and that everyone is rattled. The governor also said he is closely monitoring the situation. Authorities have not released any details about exactly what led to the shooting or conditions of those who were injured and not actually killed. If this is true and people try to get this man help and authorities wouldn't take it seriously, that's wrong on so many levels. They said there were warning signs. Shame on the authorities for not doing anything if that's true. I pray that he is arrested and found very soon before other tragedies occur. My prayers go out to all of these victims and their loved ones and to that entire community. I know you are all terrified right now. I know I would be. For more updates into this case and other true crime news, make sure you follow and subscribe on YouTube.